All right, you guys. So like, share, subscribe, ring that notification bell so you guys get all the updates whenever we release video content on the channel. Shouts out to the Lions Den community. Salute to my brother A Weapons. He rep Midlife Music. Make sure y'all following us on social media on our Instagram. Also, make sure that you guys check out our Facebook channel, facebook.com/Ticket TV. All these links are going to be in the description box below. You guys can also catch our podcast show. Make sure y'all subscribe to our podcast show. We'll have all the hidden content that you guys didn't see from our podcast show. So all of the links will be pinned below. Salute to everybody who donates to the stream. And we're going to get ready to get started with this stream today now. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Much love, honor, respect, and appreciation.
Yeah, you guys. I'm back. I got a big update for you guys on this situation with Music Mogul, the PUFF. As I appreciate everybody keep hitting me up and asking me to keep them updated around the clock on this situation, and I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna listen to what my subscribers want me to do. And so we got some breaking news updates for you guys over here right now on the Puff situation, and I'm gonna give it to you. So apparently, as I told you guys, it has been more than one agency working together on the P. Diddy situation. It has been all under the New York U.S. Attorney's Office, multiple agencies, the feds, Homeland Security have all been working together on this situation. Now, in the latest of entire situations, P. Diddy's situation is getting even crazier, and I'm gonna explain everything that's going on to you guys so y'all can understand what's going on up until this point. Y'all smash the like button as y'all come on in. If y'all not subscribed, subscribe. Now check it out. Basically, from what the Miami-based HSI official said, he basically stated this. This whole case got started on Puff, and I'm breaking it down to y'all so y'all can understand from beginning to now what's going on. This entire situation happened with Puff because of the lawsuits. Because of the lawsuits that came out from Cassie last November is when the Fed started looking at Puff. Apparently, in Homeland Security. Apparently, Homeland Security, they're involved because of the alleged trafficking charges. That's where Homeland Security comes in. The feds were already investigating him off the jump because of the charges. So feds, Homeland Security, they were working in conjunction in this case. You got to do your research. The actual agent officer from Miami has stated this. Now, based off of the claims that were made in the lawsuit, this is the reason why they started and launched an investigation into Puff. What they then did is they went and interviewed witnesses in this situation, people and victims, people who made accusations against Puff that were crimes in those accusations, and also people from those interviews that they were having behind the scenes with people who were making allegations and lawsuits against Puff. The FBI and the HSI, Homeland Security, they conducted interviews with all of these different victims, alleged victims in these situations. They got specific and detailed information. Then they went, and the names that they were given in those interviews, whether they be witnesses, whether they be other victims, they have went and interviewed those people, right? To corroborate the stories of the people who were making the accusations. Now, they actually got, y'all smash the like button as y'all come on in. They actually got enough corroborating evidence from witnesses, and I want to point this out to y'all again. Let me give you a perfect example. If somebody goes in a bank, they commit a crime, but you don't have it on video, you don't have fingerprints, you don't have any physical evidence, but you may have 4 witnesses outside that say, hey, I saw exactly who the person was, I saw exactly what their car looked like, and I saw exactly what their license plate was. Those are material witnesses. That is enough to bring you up on charges. I don't think people understand that. But the Fed's not doing that. That's what happens normally in a local, state or local case, right? That is what normally could happen, right? The Feds, they have such a high conviction rate because they go the extra mile to make sure when they come at charges with you, you're out of here. This is the part I think a lot of people not understanding. So now it takes us to this part right here. So the witnesses they had, right? The witnesses they had in the alleged victims' stories were so detailed, and they were able to corroborate the people who were allegedly affected in this situation, right? The accusers, they were able to corroborate their story with the witnesses that they claim. So the FBI and HSI has interviewed alleged victims, and they interviewed the witnesses that the victims said could corroborate their stories. Now, that was enough to say, hey, also, this is why I told y'all Cassie was big in this thing. People got to remember, Cassie lived with Puff. She was with Puff for years. She's seen everything. So the specifics that was given by her, the other people that filed lawsuits that have been around Puff, and witnesses who were in certain situations was enough to not only get a U.S. judge to sign off and say, okay, now you have enough warrant to go search the premises, because they were specifically told that physical evidence, I want y'all to listen to this, physical evidence would be found on X, Y, and Z that could corroborate their stories. So when people say, oh, well, the feds don't got nothing, HSI don't, Homeland Security don't got nothing. No, bro, they already have enough to file a charge if they want. But based off of witness testimony, that wouldn't give them 99% chance to convict P. Diddy. So now what is happening? The feds do what the feds do. They go the extra mile to go get physical evidence. That's what the Homeland Security and the feds are doing to try to pack P. Diddy up for good. So now this is what's going on. Now you had the raid. Now I'm breaking this down for everybody so y'all can understand what I'm saying, because now when I give y'all this new update, you will understand exactly what I said. So the feds, this entire time, this is according to the federal officer out of Miami, right? I mean, HSI officer, Homeland Security officer. The whole time they had been monitoring P. Diddy, and he did not know. P. Diddy didn't know because the feds had quietly been interviewing suspects. They had been quietly people who were alleged victims. They had quietly been interviewing witnesses, people who had witnessed situations, and they were monitoring P. Diddy's movements and his actions. This is why you had the raid. This is why the feds, when they raided P. Diddy's house, they knew where he was, getting ready to get on a flight to leave the country. This is why they popped him right before he was walking on the plane with that boy that I told y'all that played at Syracuse. That was his alleged mule. The feds have been following them. That's why when the feds searched that boy bag right there and they found the drugs in his bag, he took the hit, he took the charge. But the feds knew where P. Diddy was and were monitoring him the whole time since those allegations came out. And Puff and his lawyers had no idea because they were doing a secret investigation. Now, here's what kept Puff off this situation. Boy took the hit, said it was his bag, my stuff, my bag. Will the feds be able to roll him into Puff? We're going to find that out quick. Now, let me get back to what I was saying so you guys can understand what's going on, because the video is in all this other stuff is coming out from the actual raid. It's more videos that have been moving now coming out, because remember, these same people, here's the thing that y'all going to see, and I promise y'all that y'all can come back and say, Ticket, damn, you was on this shit. The the feds and the HSI are not just investigating Diddy for the trafficking. They're for the SE blank trafficking. They're investigating him on weapons and drugs too. Now, when they pulled this boy up, right, and they jacked him up at the airport, the feds had already been following them. The feds had already been following this boy because the accusers And remember, the hitman, Lil Rod, in his lawsuit, he was the one who put that dude, Brendan Paul, in that lawsuit. He put Brendan Paul's name in the lawsuit, and he told the feds that this is the alleged dude that was going to get the weapons and that was going to get the paraphernalia for Puff. He also named Young Miami as one, and also the allegations are that P. Diddy could have had Cassie moving, put something for him whenever he went from here to there. But we don't know what Cassie's testimony was, if she was forced to do it, if she didn't do it. We don't know what she told the feds yet. We'll know when this situation go to court. Now, let me fast forward, y'all. So that's how the feds knew exactly where P. Diddy. Shout out to whoever just sent that $50 donation. Devin, salute to you for the $50 donation, bro. I appreciate it. So that's why the feds knew exactly where P. Diddy was when the raid, when everybody's like, where's Puff? Where's Puff? Bro, the feds already had a follow on Puff. The feds been following Puff the whole time. They've been following this boy the whole time. That's how they knew to jack him up. And that's why the feds went. Here's what I believe. I'm going to tell you what I believe. I believe the feds already had the warrant to get Puff. I believe the feds were waiting to see if they could jack up Puff and get him tied in something right now as far as weapons or paraphernalia so that they could easily get him on a charge he couldn't get off of. But I think when they saw him going to, and I'm going to say it again, I think when they saw Puff going to the airport to leave the country, that's when they went ahead and executed the search and the raids immediately before he actually left the country. And that's when they jacked him up to the airport, jacked that boy up, and got the drugs off that boy bag. Now he has a drug charge on him. And you know the Fed's going to try to roll him into Puff. We're going to wait to see if he talk. Now, let's move forward. So now the Feds, they let Puff go. They said, oh, Puff, we ain't really got that much on. We let you go right now. The Feds got enough right now if they want to charge Puff. You guys, some of y'all don't have enough brains to know that the only reason why the Feds haven't charged Puff at this point is because the Feds don't work like that. They don't work like the regular police. If the police had witnesses, they already would have pressed charges on you and took their chances in court. The Feds don't do that. The Feds go the extra mile to tie everything up so that there's no way your lawyer can wiggle around you. So listen, because there's new news coming out and it's done. So now the federal agent, the HSI agent from Miami gave you guys the rundown yesterday. He said that they went inside of Puff. They said that they had specific information that was given to them by victims and witness testimony. I want y'all to look at this now, right? I want y'all to listen to this now, right? Victims and witness testimony. And I want y'all to look at what he said because I'm going to show y'all where this new update comes in. He says right here, he says, right? Look at this now. To concrete, detailed, explicit allegations. This is not random. We didn't choose his name out of a hat. We had allegations that we're following up on. The public first became aware of those allegations against Diddy when Cassie back in November came out and filed a federal suit, right? That case was filed the next day. Settled the next day by Puff. But that is what got the feds on Puff was the allegations in said lawsuit. That's what got Homeland on Puff because those allegations were illegal law-wise. So it says that he hasn't been charged at any crime right now. Why? Because that's how the feds move, not because they don't have a case against him. Also, it says we became aware of certain allegations during the course of civil suits against Mr. Combs, said the officer. You have to understand, we didn't just decide on a whim to search his homes. A federal judge had to sign off. This isn't a witch hunt, right? Now, I want y'all to think about this. Puff has how many homes? I told y'all this before. He's got numerous homes. He's got more than 2 homes. But they only raided those 2 homes in Los Angeles and Miami, where they went and confiscated hard drives, phones, and other evidence. Why? Because those were specific things that the witness, that the actual victims told them that they needed. So Cassie and these people allegedly told the feds that this is where this is. You can find the evidence here, here, and here. Boom, boom, boom. This is where he keeps stuff. This is where he did. Okay, boom. So now look at what the officer from HSI is telling you, because we're going to get into the new update, which is going to end Puff. And I'm showing y'all this. So it says the Post, right? Now read this right here, right? Now, he's told the Post that they are looking for photos, email. This is what they're looking for. Photos, emails, texts, itineraries, and hopefully names. There are specific communications that we are aware of that we will be able to access on the electronics. They had to be able to convince a judge, a federal judge, that if we execute the search warrant on these things specifically that we're looking for in P. Diddy's and these two P. Diddy properties, we're going to find and we're going to get the evidence to put a 100% chance that we can get a conviction against this guy. So now, look, check this out. So now the multi-agency, this is why everybody keep trying to tell y'all, oh, Tiki, it's just the Homeland. Bro, y'all don't know what the hell y'all talking about. The actual Homeland Security officer came out and said it's a multi-agency investigation, man, that's being spearheaded by the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York City, right? So the Homeland Security was the one who executed this raid, but you have multiple entities that's working together on this case. So when people say, hey, it's the feds, because the feds are involved too with Homeland, man. So let's keep going, bro, because I think a lack of knowledge and understanding is what destroys our community every single day. Now, let's keep going, right? We come to now. We come to now, ladies and gentlemen. It's all making sense. So they went and they executed that raid. What they want from that raid was to get specific information. New update from TMZ. Now, I've broken this thing down to y'all from right now. The feds have now subpoenaed multiple companies after the Miami and LA raids. Now, let me tell you why, and I'm going to show y'all how the feds are connecting the dots to try to put a case on P. Diddy where he has to cop a plea and try to get as less time as he can. Now what the feds are doing, now that they've raided his two homes, they didn't raid any of the other properties, they raided those two homes. Specifically, the feds knew exactly what they were looking for based off the witness testimony, right? Now the feds have taken all of the information that they got from the alleged victims and the witnesses, names and everything. They were given names and everything, names, dates, flights, all of these things they were given in interviews with witnesses and these other people, right? Now, check this out, y'all. And we get ready to get to it now. It's getting ready to get real funky right now. It's getting ready to get real funky right now, y'all. The raids on P. Diddy's home, and this is out of TMZ, y'all, are just the start. The feds, see, and this is why I keep trying to tell y'all, people don't know what they're talking about. People come on YouTube, oh man, it's just the Homeland Security, man. You don't know what the hell you talking about. Sit your ass down and shut the hell up. If you don't know what the hell you talking about, G, sit down. Straight up. Cassie don't gave him the whole thing. She gave him the whole damn thing. Is what Cassie did. Cassie gave him the whole slab on him. She gave him the whole thing. Right? Wait. She gave him the whole thing. So now look at this. Oh, you see what TMZ has reported? The raids on Diddy's homes are just the start. The feds, not HSI, not CIA, not the NBA, not the NHL, not none of all right, rest your mom. Not none of these clowns that's telling y'all stuff on YouTube. Ticket given to you for real. The raids on Diddy's homes are just a start. They're putting the dots together now. The feds are issuing subpoenas. Now look at this, because this is what it's going to get it all over with right now. I'm showing y'all this. They're issuing subpoenas to companies doing business with P. Diddy. You know why? Because they were told things in those investigations. And now look, check it out, y'all. They issue subpoenas to the companies doing business with Puff, aiming to identify anyone with information pertinent to the trafficking probe. Now watch this. This is not it, because this is where you know this is right here is what's gonna end it. Because I'm gonna tell y'all something. Whenever you fly on a plane, private or public, it has to be a chart or an itinerary of the guests that are on those flights, regardless of it's private or not. Anybody that flies private jets know what the hell I'm talking about. Sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ that the subpoenas, all bearing Puff's real name, Sean Combs, were sent this week to various providers tied to the rapper, including his private charter jet, phone providers, and computer companies. You know what they doing? They ringing it up now. So all of these people that said that they went in and made allegations and said, oh, well, Puff, they had this person was handling the money, and this person was doing the transfers, and this person was making the calls. Well, guess what they've done? They have sent subpoenas now to the private charter jet. They're gonna find out all of the names who was on those jets and all those flights. Where they come from, where they gone from, who was on those flights. Were these names of these ladies you said, were they really on those flights? Then they're gonna find out the phone providers. Go to who is on these phone lists of these companies we out here sending. Who's out here? Who is on these lists? Whose names are on these itineraries, right? Of these flights. You're claiming that they were flying these chicks out here to this area, that area. Okay, we're going to get the phone records right now. Are we going to get the phone providers to watch this? Now watch it, and the computer companies. Now we're going to see where these transactions were accessed on which one of these computers. It gets deeper. Let's keep going, y'all. It gets deeper. This part right here is the juggler right here. So now it says, TMZ says, we're told the subpoenas were fired off by the U.S. attorney for the Southern District of New York, which, as we reported, is running the investigation. Our sources say that the subpoenas will also be issued, this is it right here, to commercial airlines, possibly the FAA, just in case Puff opted for commercial flights instead of his private jet. As we reported, the Fed's goal here is finding out who flew on Diddy's dime and where they went. They're not only looking for alleged victims, but also any potential witnesses who could support or dispute allegations of those actions. You know what they're doing now? All of that information that Cassie and all of them people that filed them lawsuits don't gave the Fed specific information. Now what the Feds are doing is, because they already have enough witnesses to go get and interviews to go get the subpoena, the raid signed off on by a U.S. judge, by a federal judge, right? Now all they're doing now is making sure that they connect all the pieces on the puzzle before they come and hit you with a 100% charge. They're going to make sure they get a case on this dude 100%. So when they say, oh, they don't got nothing on Puff, no, that's a damn lie. They got some on Puff, because if they didn't have nothing on Puff, they wouldn't be able to go do the raid. They got some on them. What they're trying to do is they're trying to make sure instead of us getting a field goal, we get a touchdown and an extra point. Now, if you understand what I'm saying. Now let's keep going, because it goes on. Because y'all seen that right there on y'all screen. But it will be some people that still want to deny the truth. This is what's going on. Now watch this, y'all. Watch this. So now it says right? It will be particularly intriguing to see if people who have sued P. Diddy were on those planes. So the feds are now corroborating all of the stories of the people who are suing Puff and all of the allegations of all of the people they claim were on flights, going to certain places allegedly, all of these things. Now what they're doing is they're going to get the flight records to log up all the names, and then all those people's names who were on those flights that these people made allegations. Now they got to go sit and talk to the feds. Now they got to go sit and talk to the feds. Also, it says what's more is we're told the subpoenas will enable the feds to gather more intel about the nature of Diddy's involvement with those various businesses, meaning private jet companies and everything else. So they have already sent subpoenas to the private jet companies that fly his planes. Because Diddy's in Miami right now. So he's chilling in Miami. He knows something great. He's chilling with his dog, but he knows something. He know they're not playing. So what they're doing is they have went to the third step. The first step was we went and conducted an investigation after seeing the allegations. We also went and talked to the alleged victims, and then they gave us people who they said were witnesses. We went and talked to witnesses. From those witnesses and from the testimony of the accusers, we had enough information. Let me give you an example, because I know some people still not going to understand what I'm telling y'all. So let me give y'all an example. If Cassie if the feds came to talk to Cassie, and they said, hey, Cassie, you have these allegations out against Sean Combs in your lawsuit. What is the nature of these allegations? Now, Cassie want to destroy Puff. Her lawyers already said that they have been willing to cooperate with any type of criminal investigation to bring P. Diddy to justice for the crimes he allegedly committed. Go look at the lawyer statement from Cassie. So she's already talked to the feds. So now Cassie, who been around Puff all those years, can say, oh, well, I witnessed this, and this. Okay, specific names, Cassie. Okay, this person. Okay, Cassie, what happened? This happened. Okay, Cassie, are there any witnesses? Do you have any evidence of your claims? Yeah, I got evidence. This person witnessed it. This person was there. That person was there. That person was there. And also, you can find evidence here through my phone records. You can find evidence in Puff's house on this. This is how he moved. This is how he did his operation. This is this. Same thing with Hot Rod. We need specific names. We need dates. We need flights. Now what happens is they go talk to the witnesses. Hey, Cassie said you will witness this. Did this happen? Yes or no? Blah, blah, blah. We need names. What time? What date did this happen? Give us all the information you know. Go through all the witnesses. Now they take that information from the accusers and the witnesses, and they take it to a federal court judge to get a subpoena to be able to raid his homes. Because now you've got specific information from certain people who claim and who have actually gave you enough information where you can corroborate with witnesses to say, yeah, I saw this here, that there, that there. Nobody on here except for Cassie knows how much she saw when she was living with Puff. Security system, how it works, all this stuff done. And I'm gonna tell you something. Guys is out here slipping every day. Cats is slipping. Some cats got chicks that know the whole layout of your home, your security system, your safes, your trap doors, underground tunnels. Some chicks know the whole layout because you didn't expect things to go left with that chick. But when they do, guess what? Any and everything can and will be used against you to try to destroy you. So now when she gives the fair specifics, they can go to a judge, take all of the information they were given, to said judge and say, Judge, here are all of the documents, witnesses, statements, and everything we need to execute this search to go into Puff's homes to get the evidence we need to put a lockdown on this case. We can go to court right now with witnesses, but it's up in the air because it's your word against my word. But if we go get physical hardcore evidence, you can't deny that. And the people can't deny that. So this is why now they're out here subpoenaing all of the flight records. Remember that boy said that they were sending people on flights, all the other stuff. He gave names. So now they're going to get all the flights Diddy came on. All of this stuff. This investigation is going to take a while because the feds have to go through all of this stuff to line up and put all the pieces together. So now when they come with official charges, they have all their ducks in a row. This is what y'all got to understand. And this is why people don't make no sense when they say, oh, the feds ain't got nothing, bro. The feds are working on trying to put the dots all together. So when they go to court, bro, it ain't no way to get around it, bro. So now the feds have done something that even Puff can't stop. They have went and subpoenaed court records. And not court records, excuse me, flight records, flight itineraries, phone information from the phone companies. They have went and subpoenaed all of this stuff. Them in Homeland. This is what you guys, a lot of people don't know nothing. This is what they're doing. Read the paperwork. Read this. They have already sent the subpoenas. So the things they got inside the home, all the electronics, they have people combing through those things with fine tools, putting everything with everything. That's why when court cases like this go to court, they last 7, 8 months. You know why? Because every single day is a grueling day of going through all the evidence, all the witnesses, all of this stuff. I want y'all to think about this. This case wasn't even federal. But when they went against O.J. Simpson, right? You remember how long the O.J. Simpson trial took? Because and that wasn't even a federal trial. But because they had to go through all the information. Any of these big trials, look at the big cases that's going on now. Look how long these cases are taking just to get through court. For you to go to court on a non-federal case, bro, you can sit in jail for 5 years while they're building a case against you. So you've already been arrested. And you could be sitting in prison for 3 to 4 years, 5 years, waiting on a court date while they get all their information lined up. So this is what you guys got to understand. Y'all, it's in a lack of knowledge from our people is the problem. If you learn from this, you understand, okay, this is how I need to move. So y'all seen all of this stuff now going on. This is what's going on with this man's situation. Let's keep going. So it says, right? Now watch this, right? It said, we've been told, look at the bottom right here, right? It says this is a crucial aspect of the federal investigation because now what the flights and itineraries do is they corroborate stories of people saying you was here, you was there. So now what do the feds do? The feds go line all these people up. Guess what? If you lied and said, nah, I wasn't on that flight, I wasn't there, the feds said, well, you was here. Here's your name right here. Your name was on this itinerary. Now, you guess what you have now? Guess what you have now? Depending on if you were under oath when you said these things, now you may have charges of lying to the feds under the penalty of perjury. Right? So now they go back and say, well, guess what? We have subpoenaed all these flight records. Your name is on these records. So you weren't on this flight? If this wasn't you, who was it? This is why they doing that. This is why they have subpoenaed all the phone companies. So all the people that Lil Rod and these people upset in the lawsuit have done this. The feds are now going to try to connect all dots to put everybody in its place. So when they go to court, take it to court, there ain't no wiggle room around this. They're literally gonna try to walk into court, put all the dots and the pieces together, and this is what you're gonna see happen. Everybody flipping on Puff. I guarantee damn well to y'all gonna see all the dominoes gonna fall in a row. Everybody gonna flip on Puff because ain't nobody trying to stand 10 toes down and do that time with him. You may have 1 or 2 dudes that stand 10 toes that'll do time. Everybody else and everybody else, they gonna flip. They gonna flip. I'm telling y'all this. They ain't trying to do no time for Puff, man. They not. They gonna flip. They're going to flip. And everybody keeps saying on YouTube, oh man, why do they keep going after the brother? Why do they keep going after the black man? You know why? You know why? I'm just gonna tell y'all, I'm just keep it real. You know why? You know why? Because you don't hear about allegedly the Hugh Hefners, people not being taken care of that's working with them. Let me say this again. I'm gonna go to a whole different situation. I'm gonna show y'all how black folks operate, right? They talked about Deion Sanders like a dog when he left the HBCU, right? But they didn't talk about the allegations that people stole from this black man's office. They didn't talk about the allegations that this brother wasn't getting all his money he was owed allegedly. Those were the allegations that was put out there, right? I guarantee you one damn thing. You will not hear about him not getting a penny from Colorado. You will not. They say, and everybody say, oh, why you go work for the man? Why you go work for the man? Because a lot of times when you work for your brother will do you dirtier than the people you don't even know. These are facts. So you had all these people around Puff saying, I ain't got paid. He owed me money. He messed up my record deal. He did this, he did that, right? All these people, you don't ticked off over the years. Well, you don't hear none of these other races or other people going through those issues. And they say, oh man, this ain't right. Why they going after Puff? Because them other people's paid, they taken care of. They don't have no incentive to come open their mouth. You need 10, 15 racks? I got you. Boom, there you go. They not, allegedly not paying these people. This is why. And we got to take a look at ourselves, at the things we do to ourselves. You understand what I'm saying? Which is why we got to be more organized in everything that we do. But I know people ain't going to want to listen to that. They ain't going to want to listen to that. You understand what I'm saying? And that's why, as a total, as a people, we have to get better with our business in general. Paying people on time. Some of y'all listening right damn now. Some of y'all got cousins, family members that owe you money, that you loaned them money in a time they didn't have they needed that money. And as soon as you turn around and look to get that money back, they looked at you like you was a damn fool and you committed a crime. Now tell me I'm lying in the comment section. Somebody tell me I'm lying in the comment section. Tell me I'm lying. How many people that's listening to the video right now got somebody in your family that you loan money to, your flesh and your blood, and you got to argue with these people just to get your money back that you loaned them? Maybe you loan them something, a PlayStation, an Xbox, a TV or something. You loan it to them, you're like, hey man, can I get that back? They argue with you to get something back that you helped them. This is black folk. This black folks. But we sitting out here talking about, hey man, see what y'all doing to the brother. Look what we doing to each other. Look what we doing to each other. Deion Sanders went over to the HBCU. Everybody, oh, he left the HBCU. He ain't right. Look what he did. Y'all didn't support him at the HBCU. Y'all started going out in droves when he went over there to Colorado. When he was at the HBCU, he ain't have all them A-list celebrities all coming over to the games, turn all the way up. They didn't flood the school with all this money, all these donations and stuff to back to school. But y'all call him a shucker and jive and a buck dancer when he go get his bread to take care of his family, because the brother man didn't want to do it. And then want to talk down about you when you go get it. Make it make sense. So everybody talking about, oh man, them people hating, they trying to tear Puff down. Man, let me ask y'all a question. And I thought about this. Somebody talked to me about this. I thought about this. I want to tell y'all something, right? Imagine if you are working for P. Diddy. Imagine if you working for a person. I ain't gonna say P. Diddy. Forget P. Diddy name. Imagine y'all if y'all working for somebody. You got a house, you got a car, you got kids, and you got a family to take care of. Imagine you arguing with somebody about getting paid for work you did. Now you got to take care of your family. I'm working with you, take care of my family. And I got to argue with you about something. Right? That's not right. You don't do people like that. And I ain't talking about just puffing this. I'm talking about anybody. Now you get people that's disgruntled and that's willing to do anything to ruin your life because they feel like you're ruining their life. This didn't just start happening. You had people from the 90s saying that Puff owed them money and did them record deals wrong, accusing this man of this stuff. Right? These are all facts. So how these people supposed to feed their families and live if they working for you, sacrificing to work for you, and they ain't even get paid? But then you expect people to be honorable and stand up and honor you and stand 10 toes down. But then y'all say, why ain't nobody turning down the other side? They ain't turning down the other side because the other side ain't doing that to each other. How many times have y'all heard of an employee not getting a paycheck at Colorado? Let me say it again. Let me say it again. Let me say it again. How many times have you heard of an employee not getting and listen, I'm all for us standing up for each other. But how many times y'all ever heard of a brother not getting his check from the man? You only hear about it with black folks because we got to get ourselves together. These are facts. These are facts. These are facts. How you think a brother's going to feel if he see you splurging and living large and he out here slaving for you, doing everything he can do for you to help you? Should I do ever send that $30 donation to the PayPal? Right? All these things they doing for you. Jamie Jefferson, salute to you. I see you. And you ain't even broke these people off and paid these people correctly for the work they did. But they watching you pop bottles, have parties, do all this stuff, throw money all over the place that could be helping them and their family. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. You understand what I'm saying? That's when you have friends. That's when you have your idols turn into your rivals. And it gets ugly. You've seen this stuff happen with family before. You've seen it happen with family. It gets the ugliest when it happens with family. Issues with the family are the worst with anybody else. Your issues with your family. I'm going to tell y'all something. I want y'all to think about something, right? How many people in this comment section, when you grew up, you got more hate from your own community, your own neighborhood, versus when you got moved out of your neighborhood, went somewhere else? People treated you better in other places. You could have went to a whole nother neighborhood, and the people in the other neighborhood treat you better than the people you grew up with. It don't make no sense. You're like, man, bro, make it make sense. Think about it. Think about it. So that's why when we get into these positions, we got to treat each other right, bro. We got to make sure each other take care of, because people got families and stuff, man, to take care of. And if their family's not eating, they coming for your helmet, bro. I'm telling y'all this. They say it in the streets. If you got them hitters walking with you and the wolves is not fed, they going to eat you up. They going to eat you up. That's why they say you always got to keep your wolves fed. They going to come eat you up. They see you shining, but they ain't eating, but they hold you down. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. And I'm telling y'all this. So that's why the people that we elevate and we put in big positions, we got to put more respectable, honorable people in these positions. Therefore, everybody have more confidence level, more trust level, and things flow more smoothly and better. You understand what I'm saying? That's just the facts. Because I tell you right now, everybody listening to this video, you got a family member that you loan money that ain't even paid you back. And I'm going to tell y'all this. How many of those family members y'all loan money? How many of them willingly, without you saying nothing, they say, hey, man, I'll pay you back in 2 weeks when I get my check? How many of those people came back and paid you in 2 weeks and you ain't had to say nothing? We don't have too many honorable people around here. We don't. We don't have too many honorable people around here that's doing people right. And y'all wonder why people getting upset. This is why. So when you look at the feds and you look at this situation, All this stuff was planned since they did those interviews, man. And they're lining up this whole entire case on Puff because they're going to go hit him with all these charges afterwards, and they're going to try to make it a case that is ironclad. So when people say, oh, the feds don't know what they're doing, they don't know what the hell they talk about. Bro, you talking about the goddamn HSI and the feds. If they didn't know what they was doing, they wouldn't have known to run up on Diddy on that plane and catch that boy with that thing on him. You know why? Because they're going to try and roll him back up into P. Diddy. That's automatic right there. What the first question you think they're going to ask this boy? What the first question you think they asked him? Yeah, he may have stood tall the first time, got bail. He may not say nothing. He may, hey, man, where you get that from? Why did you have that on that plane? Why was you going to take that on the plane? What was your use of taking it on the plane? Who was going to use that stuff that you had on you? And he going to have to say me, me, and me. And guess what? Guess what happens when you have that type of paraphernalia at an airport? You know what that means, right? You know what that means, right? That's bigger charges than what y'all think. That's just like if you take a firearm in the airport. What does it turn into, y'all? Know your laws. Know your laws. So his case by itself is going to be interesting to watch. His case by itself. Who pays for his lawyer? Remember the situation with Shine? Separate lawyers. Oh, y'all thinking now. Y'all thinking now. Y'all thinking now. Separate yourself, right? How that boy gonna feel if he feel like his lawyer ain't doing what he's supposed to do for him and he feel like he ain't got that right lawyer? Is he gonna stand 10 toes on this thing? Is he gonna stand 10 toes? Or is his parents gonna say, hey, Brendan, no, you're not fitting to go to jail. No, you're not. Them feds get that boy parents in the room and tell his parents, we're gonna let your son come home if he give us what we want. We're gonna let him come home. You think that boy parents gonna sit up there and let him rot 25 years old, whole life in front of him? You got to stand on that, man. You know how they told him in The Wire? They said, hey, man, you want to be in the game? Check it out, Playboy. Now you in the game. Now you in the game. To the brother who said in Florida, it's 3 years for the amount of stuff. Multiply that because you're at an airport, sir. So what type of charges you think they can up that to, being that you're at an airport with that? That would be normal if you were just in the streets. But remember, every charge in the sentencing gets upped when it becomes a Fed charge. Remember that. When you're at because they were at the airport. Remember, they're at the airport. So what you say, and that's why I say a lack of understanding from what people are thinking. This ain't no little penny. You're at the airport. What do you think they're going to do? They're going to walk in there and try and hit that boy with everything. They're going to try and hit him with a tsunami in there. Telling y'all this. At the airport. They caught him right there at the airport. They got this body cam and everything, taking him, locking him up. Y'all got to use y'all mind. What you think they're going to do? They say, okay, you know, you got your, and guess what? The feds are smart. I'm going to give y'all a game right now. They smart. They let that boy get, hey, we're going to let you get bond. Go ahead and walk. You know what it, Diddy, you free, go ahead and walk. You know what they're going to do? You don't think that the phones is tapped? You don't think they got a follow on that boy right now and on Puff? You don't think they're going to monitor everything he do? If that boy pass gas, they going to know. We in the year 2024. Where they flying drones around here and pulling up on you. And I'm talking about with extra vision. So yeah, you let the fish back out. I'm running streets. Why these guys who's dumbed down online say, oh, they ain't got nothing. They don't already outsmarted you. You going to jail. Click. You going to jail. Click. They're hoping that they try to send this boy some type of contact. That's what they're hoping. So yeah, we're gonna let him back out. We're gonna let him back out, let him run till his court date. But we're gonna let him know. And we're gonna let your parents know. We're gonna give you an out. And y'all don't have to believe me. The best thing that happened is the first 48. You know why? Because it showed y'all how these dudes be snitching once that pressure get on them. And that ain't even fed time over there in the first 48. That's just, you know what I'm saying? Those are state charges. Those are state charges. Dudes get right in there and start telling. As soon as they go in there, Sergeant Mason give you a cheeseburger with triple onions, some ketchup, and a goddamn iced tea, and them mofos start telling. Hey man, give me a pack of Newports in the box. Boop. Tell everything. Go look at the first 48 right now. First 48 right now. It lays out. Oh, bro, I'm telling you this. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all. So what y'all think they gonna do when they get this boy in that room? You heard what Beanie said. He said they put pressure on chumps who might be timid. Like, you got like a minute. Right? So, as they say in Texas, they gonna smell that boy cologne. Do you have priors? Any of these things. Hey man, you ain't this type of kid, bro. You know, we understand if you got caught up in something bad. We understand this. We want to help you out and save your life and help turn your life around. You know, call his parents and they have an intervention. Right? Y'all see this? That boy was at the airport, not on the street. He was getting ready to board the plane. The feds knew what the hell they was doing when they ran up on P. Diddy and them. They already was following them the whole time. As soon as Cassie and them did their interviews with the feds been following them and monitoring them the whole time. That's why they knew to stop Puff right before he was getting ready to go out the country. They already knew. That's how they look. All the feds that was right there. They was right there. That was all a sting operation. Boop, boop, boop. All them trucks pulled up. P. Diddy's probably ready to take a dump all over himself. You seen that video when he was pacing up and down afterwards. Like, damn, dog, he was pacing up and down. Right? Innocent until proven guilty is P. Diddy. Innocent until proven guilty. Right? But this dude right here, I'm trying to tell y'all, that boy said in that lawsuit, he named this boy. How y'all think that the feds in HSI was following him? Because he got named in the lawsuit. Use y'all's mind. They named Lil Rod, named this boy Brendan Paul in the lawsuit. And he alleged that this dude was the mule. He the one that got the gats, and he the one that got the drugs. Feds following him the whole time. HSI following him the whole time. They don't even know they getting followed. They don't even know they getting followed. You know what I'm saying? So they monitoring this. They don't know they getting followed. The feds are at both, and that's why everybody, I said people don't even know what they're talking about. Because when the feds executed their search, it wasn't like they didn't know who was in the house. They already knew who was in the house. Feds knew who was in the house. They knew P. Diddy wasn't in the house. That's why they caught him at the airport. They knew. Just say this wasn't a situation where, oh, we don't know where Puff is, man. We're just gonna, just run around here like damn chickens with their head cut off. Nope. They knew exactly where he was. And they knew they was gonna tie that boy up with Puff right there. Right? And they did. Mark my words, we're gonna come back and talk about this boy when his case starts, we're gonna come back and talk about him. We're gonna come back and talk about him. Right? Played at the University of Syracuse, basketball player. You know what I'm saying? 25 years old. 25 years old. Y'all gonna see. You think I'm capping? I'm just telling y'all the truth. Everybody say, hey man, why they ain't going up there? None of these other rich folks who have allegedly been involved in stuff. You know why? Because everybody around them eating. Everybody around them fat. You can't have people around you and they ribs is touching. They ain't eating. They out here driving Bonnievilles, old ass Buicks, kickstarting, kicking up dust, while you ride around in Lambos, Ferraris, Bentleys, and all kind of ish. Y'all got to see this stuff that's going on. I don't think y'all understand this, bro. These are all factual information that I'm giving y'all. And I'm laying it out for y'all right now. Y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see. So all of these people that they're gonna call in, that these people probably allege that were at these, and here's another thing I'm gonna give y'all too. I'm gonna give y'all this too. I want y'all to listen to what I'm saying right now. I'm gonna give y'all this too. What about the people we don't know that they've snitched on and accused of being at these parties? They're not gonna say nothing. The celebrities who got pulled up by the feds already. They ain't gonna say nothing because they don't want nobody thinking they was a snitch, right? 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 They don't want nobody thinking they's a snitch, right? I'm telling y'all what it is, right? They don't want nobody thinking they's a snitch. So, or they talking to the feds. What about all them people that was named at those parties? Think about that. Or if you was at the party, you might have been involved in something. Your name might have got caught, bro. You got to get low. You got to get low. They may be watching you. Not, man, listen, bro. From what we seeing, they telling everything. Now they're going to get the phone records, the flight records, the computer companies. They're going all the way in, man. It's right there on TMZ. TMZ laid it all out. They laid it all out. It's finna get real bad. It's finna get real bad. You know what I mean? Telling y'all this. Telling y'all this. We're going to see who's snitching. When this is all wrapped up, we're going to see who telling on who. Because when this goes to court, that's when y'all going to see all these witnesses who was involved the whole time that we ain't even know about. I'm telling y'all, you literally cannot trust anybody. You know what I'm saying? Trust nobody. Trust nobody. Trust nobody. Trust nothing. Imagine, you can't talk on the phone. You can't meet up. None of this stuff. Trust nobody. Right? Because they don't live by the old law no more. And that's what the federal agent, that's what the HSI agent said. They don't live by the old law where people kept their mouth shut. Now, as soon as you get them witnesses in there, they telling everything. They're not trying to even do 5 years, 10 years. People not trying to get their life away like that. They don't want to be in that environment. You know what I mean? And I'm just telling y'all what it is. Telling y'all what it is. Right? So, again, man, don't let people tell y'all they didn't know what they was doing. They're unorganized. They don't have a case. That's BS. This is people who have no knowledge of nothing. Anytime the feds run up on you on the airport and they raiding your house at the same time, they've already had you under surveillance. They building up something. The only thing you can try and do is figure out what your defense is going to be when they come for you with the charges. Remember, all you got to do is go back to The Wire. It shows y'all everything. The Wire wasn't even a federal case. The Wire was a state case, right? It might have went federal. It might have crossed lines. I got to remember if it crossed state lines and went federal. But The Wire was a state case. It might have went federal. But remember, when they were in that room and they had those boards up, they bring you in that room and they got all these people photos up there. They got a kingpin photo, underdog photo, under this, under that, all the way down to the lowest level. You don't think the feds got all this shit lined up on the boards? all across the room. And it's going to take them a minute to go through all this. So anybody that's thinking Diddy's going to get charges tomorrow, that's not going to happen. He might not get charged for another 5 or 6, 7 months. They got all this stuff lined up. These dudes, the FBI, the goddamn on HSI, they the biggest gangs known to America. They are. Trust me. And I got a feeling that they're trying to make this into a RICO. If you don't know what a RICO is, Google it. Google it. That's the only reason why they pulling up plane records, flight itineraries, phone companies, all this, because they're trying to build a RICO. Which means in a RICO, they're trying to take down multiple cats. Multiple cats. They're going to try to make it seem like it's an organization. I'm telling y'all this. Y'all think it's a game. Y'all think it's a game until they go start hitting other people up. Y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see. You gotta think on the level they think on. They act like, that's what I told y'all, like growing up as kids, we always thought we knew more than our parents. Bro, your parents knew all the BS you was doing. You know why? They did the same thing. We're human beings. That's why you hate it when your kids lie. Nah, I wasn't doing that. I ain't do nothing. Smell like everything but a child of God. We're going to sit up there in your face and tell you they wasn't doing that. Nah, I wasn't drinking. Breath smell like cognac. Swear up and down they wasn't doing nothing. Nah, I ain't do nothing, I swear. Crying and everything. Thinking they convince you that they're telling the truth. They're lying. Liars. And you know it. You know it. It's like, bro, I've done everything you've done. You know what I'm saying? I've done everything you've done. You can't sit here and lie to me, bro. Go sit. You want punishment. Just get out my face. I ain't doing it. You want punishment, man. Just go sit down, bro. Real talk. Holler at me when you're ready to tell the truth, bro. You're done. Sit down. I'm just telling y'all the truth. Telling y'all the truth. So you think when the feds come, you think people go, hey, man, they don't know nothing, man. Are you serious? Are you serious? If the feds, let me tell y'all something. I'm finna tell y'all this right now before I let y'all go. If the feds do not get something major on Puff, P. Diddy will have the biggest lawsuit in American history against the feds. Let me repeat myself again. I want to repeat myself one more time. If the feds do come up empty against P. Diddy will have the biggest lawsuit in the history of known to mankind against all of the accusers, the Fed, all of this. He'll have the biggest lawsuit you've ever seen. They're not going to let him beat him. They're not going to let him beat him. Because this is what they do. First of all, what they do is they make it hard because they freeze up all your assets. So you don't have money to fight. What does that mean? Going after your companies, all this stuff. That's why you see people selling companies and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? All these things. They're going to try and do everything they can to get to you. Right? Then, if anybody is standing 10 toes down with you, guess what? Okay, we're going to investigate how you getting the money to help this dude. Now think about that. Think about that. To the brother said, even if they didn't, the feds will make something up. You a damn fool. They can't make nothing up. They can't make nothing up. They ain't gonna be able to make nothing up. You ain't gonna just say, oh, we're gonna make this up. It's not gonna happen on the federal level like that. Not gonna happen, bro. Not gonna happen, bro. Trust me. When they come with charges, as I stand right here today, I guarantee y'all they coming with a RICO. That's the only reason why they doing all this stuff. And I'm gonna say this, and y'all can get upset with me or not, but it is what it is. I'm telling the truth. In my humble opinion, and I'm going to say it again, because I had people get mad at me for telling the truth. You know, if they get mad at me for telling the truth. If Puff was still, in my opinion, if Puff was still with Cassie, you would have never seen a lawsuit. You'd have never seen allegations. If old boy would have got paid, you'd have never seen a lawsuit. You'd have never seen allegations. From nobody. From nobody. From nobody. I'm telling you, you would never see. So all this morality talk, this ain't about morality, bruh. This is about revenge and money. This is about money. Money, money, money. Because if it was about morals, it'd have been something different. This is about money and revenge. If Cassie was still in that number one spot, remember, she was all in those pictures smiling. All this time, she was smiling in those pictures. Smiling in those interviews. Right? Right? 50 Cent, the mother of his child, accused him of something unbelievable yesterday. You know what I saw on YouTube? And I want y'all to look this up. You know what I saw a few months ago on YouTube? It was a month or a year ago. A video of her talking about how happy she was with the man. I'm just saying what I saw online. But now, when it's beef, now it's the gloves is off. The love is done. I'm telling y'all. So, and y'all saying, hey man, why ain't nobody else getting pro? Them dudes, them people getting paid. Them people, everybody eating. They all eat. They don't have no incentive to come after you. Everything goes back to the almighty dollar. It's all about money. It's all about money. I'm just telling y'all the truth. Because if it was about morals and ethics, it wouldn't have been about the money. It wouldn't have been about the money. She didn't go to the police. She went to the court. And she didn't go to the police. She went to court. Right? 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 I'm just letting y'all know this. To the sister Yellow Feather. You said, I don't agree. He made money with blanks involved. Okay, let me say this to you, my sister. I'm going to repeat this again because I want you to understand what I'm saying. I'm saying to you that if Cassie would have never came out, I said this from day one, ma'am. If Cassie would have never came with a lawsuit against Puff, you wouldn't have heard about any of this. Once people saw that Cassie filed the lawsuit, labeled details, and got a settlement in less than 24 hours, and the money was allegedly from 30 to 100 million, that was it. Everybody's, that's how it is? I was trying to fight for my money, and that's all I had to do? Oh, okay, I'm finna tell everything. That's the only reason why we know about all this stuff. Money. You cannot dispute what I'm saying. I have pictures, videos of Cassie smiling with Puff all those times. You're not going to tell me that if she still was in the number one spot, that she would just flip all of a sudden. You're not going to tell me that. People seen that bread. They seen that one-day settlement, and everybody that was around that allegedly wasn't eating said, you know what? That's why you always see this. This ain't no rocket science. You see this all the way across the board. It ain't just with Puff. It's with anybody. Anytime you see a celebrity get hit with a lawsuit, they lose, it's going to be a whole plethora of lawsuits coming after that. People that ain't said nothing for years. It's going to be lined up. Because once we live in a trend society, once somebody do it, somebody else going to do it. Somebody else going to do it. Somebody else going to do it. If Cassie would have never came, or if Puff would have fought her on that lawsuit, if he would have just fought on the lawsuit, then everybody else would be like, man, I ain't got the money to go through no legal battle. But the fact that that came to settlement 24 hours later, man, people like, man, oh, hell no, I'm going to go get that bread. That's why we're here. So we're not here because of morals and ethics, ma'am. We're here because of money, right? Now, along the way, people want to see the people who are on the sidelines. They want to see, okay, we want to see justice. What we've heard isn't right. We didn't know all of this was going on. That's different. I'm talking about why we're here right now. So if you deny that, I ain't nothing else I can really say to you, man. I can't really tell you nothing else, man. I'll just be honest. I'm kicking real with you, man. I'm kicking real with you. I ain't nothing else I can say to you if you don't want to listen to that. If you're gonna listen to somebody on YouTube that tell y'all that the HSI and the feds didn't know what they was doing when they popped up on Diddy right here, I don't know what else to tell you. How did they know to get him at the airport? Right before he was getting on the plane, how did they know? How was they at the airport right there at his plane, at his private jet, if they wasn't watching him and had already planned to run down on him? This was all happening at the same time them homes were getting raided. Make it make sense. Y'all got to start thinking on another level, bro. Y'all, our mind has to think on a different level. They not finna go after somebody like Puff unless they feel like they can get him. Yeah, y'all subscribe to the channel. So if you listen to this video, first of all, the knowledge that I've given y'all in this video should already have 10,000 likes from all the people that's come in and come out. If y'all haven't hit the like button now, I don't even know what else to tell you. Ain't nothing else I can tell y'all. Hit the like button now. Shout out to my boy JB in the Cash App too. He came through right now. $50 donation. Salute to you, my brother. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, man. But y'all could at least hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. I'm just telling y'all the real, man. People, you literally got people on here telling y'all that, oh no, they're dumb. They don't have no case. They don't know. Are you crazy? Are y'all crazy? Them people got snitches. They got witnesses and people snitching. That's what made the case. That if you watch the first 48 show y'all this, most cases are made off snitches. And what do the snitches do? What the snitches do is they give you where you can locate the physical evidence or information to implicate said person. Go look on First 48 right now. It's all on YouTube. Hey, you saw it? Yeah, man. Mark, he did it, man. I seen him when he did it, man. He put the gun over there too. Where the gun at? Over there behind 15th Street on the corner in the block. You go find it right now underneath a trash can. Oh, for real? Okay, boom. Case closed. Case closed. Case closed. That's how they get you. Through witnesses. Look, it's all right there. They showing it to y'all. On the wire. Witnesses, snitches, undercovers. Undercovers. Using beautiful, drop dead, gorgeous models as undercovers. You think she in the club pulling up on you to party. You a rapper. You a ball player. You an athlete right now listening to my video. There's 3,000 people in here. That beautiful chick, that's what you write. She could be an undercover, man. Your right-hand man may be an undercover. Right? He may have sold you out. I'm just telling y'all, man. And y'all going for this? Remember what Weebay? Remember what he told Stringer Bell after they went in and accidentally hit the girl in the car, the girl, Kima. He was like, yo, that wasn't no cop. I can't believe. He said, nah, ain't no way. That was one of Orlando's chicks, dog. He ain't even know. He ain't even know. That's how they really get you. I'm just keeping it real. Keeping it real. Right? To the brother who said, "Come on, Ticket, you smarter than this." I had a family member that was getting blanked. She showed us someone that was happy. We didn't know she wasn't until he almost blanked her. They pretend out of fear. No, that's a part of it. That could be a piece of it. But you got to understand, we're human beings. Everybody's story is different. See what I'm saying? See, that didn't have money involved, sir. This right here had of millions of dollars involved, sir. So it didn't involve them just going or being in that situation. No, they actually went to a legal process to get money, sir. That's different. Because when the money wasn't a problem, I'm on your arm, I'm your ride or die chick. I'm smiling with you, I'm laughing with you in the interviews and everything. As soon as you pull this other chick up and you put her in this position, see, that's why I'm tell y'all something, bro. Everybody listen to this video, man. I don't know my boy. I hope my boy 7-8 listen to this video. Y'all need to go subscribe to his Patreon. He specialized in telling y'all about these shit. Bro, let me tell you something, bro. I'm telling y'all this right now, man. The jealousy, the envy, all that come in, man. Straight up. Straight up. Excuse me, you said, do you know Diddy? I doubt it. I'm not saying I do know Diddy, sir. I never said I do know Diddy. I know one thing, you and your feelings, sit your little ass down and shut the hell up while grown folks talking. I'm giving you game. Period. Period. I'm giving you game. Cassie goes from being the main chick in the pictures, in the photos, in the videos. She's not. Now, the other girls is. Now, she files a lawsuit. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Go look at all the interviews online, on YouTube. They're right there. This is what happens. Jealousy, envy, and these things. I'm telling y'all what the real is. So you never know. Chick besides you, she could be an undercover. Man, I ain't, man, listen, bro, I'm trying to tell y'all this. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. She laid up with you. Know your whole house plan. Know your whole layout, all this other stuff. You never know. Bro, it was a movie that this thing happened. I forget what movie. Somebody can tell me what movie that this was in where they had a chick that was an undercover. She had really got close to this dude. I don't know if y'all remember the name of this. It was a TV show. It was a movie. I forget the name of it. It was a chick that had got real close to this dude. She was cute too. She had gotten close to this dude. Like this dude got real comfortable with her. Now he was in the game. He got real comfortable with her. She seen his whole operation flipped on him and got him jammed up. I forget the name of that movie, that show. Somebody tell me that in the comments, on the comment section, bro. Stop playing with me, man. Y'all sitting here acting like this is morality? This is about position, money, power, right? When it's morals and ethics, you go to the police. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Y'all talk all that shit about Gene Deal, but you know how I know that it wasn't just about, I'm going to sue you to get that one? No, because he didn't file a lawsuit against Diddy. He just been telling his story. People call him a snitch. He's law enforcement. How are you a snitch and you've always been law enforcement? He's made it known. He's not in the game. To the dude who said, sir, you're living on TV shows? Okay, just watch and wait right here. What do you think TV shows are based off of? True story, sir. The Wire was based off a true story, sir. The first 48 is based off true story, sir. Right? You can learn a lot. But guess what? I'm not giving you a movie. I'm telling you what the actual officers and people are saying that's involved. Reading is fundamental. Reading is fundamental. Right? But you seem like you a Jay Reed type of ninja. You know who Jay Reed is? Come on, not you, Jay Reed. Jay Reed from Akron. Jay Reed. Jay Reed. Jay Reed. Not you, Jay Reed. Huh? Yeah. Like, share, subscribe, man. I dropped the mic on these chumps. Telling the truth and giving y'all game. And subscribe to the podcast show. Link will be pinned at the top of the comment section, man. I'm gone. Class dismissed.